Penalties are the embodiment of big football and its tension, when thousands of fans burst with joy as one. However, it's only about pressure and responsibility, so in this video we would like to show you the most unpredictable and amazing things that happen during penalty kicks. We hope you'll enjoy it. But before we get into it, we would like to ask you a question. Though a penalty shootout is a biting event by itself, many see it as something unfair, as too much luck is involved. Some of the most respected players tend to share that view, as one of the legends once called penalty a cowardly way to score. So who said it? Diego Maradona, Pelé, Alan Shearer, Ronaldinho? Feel free to leave your answers in the comments. And now, get ready for watching. Here we go. Goalkeepers beaten by a Panenka shot tend to feel devastated, but that was not the case for the Salernitana keeper. The Empoli striker Andrea Pinamonti went for Panenka and successfully converted his penalty against the Serie A outsiders. Once his shot went in, the Salernitana goalkeeper with Bellec rushed to him, as he was clearly furious with his opponent. "How dare you!" he shouted, overwhelmed with emotions. It would have been fun to look at this keeper's reaction to Zlatan Ibrahimovic scoring a Panenka against him, don't you think so? The Aston Villa keeper Emiliano Martinez is known for his verbal confrontation technique, which has made things work for him more than once so far. So it happened again when Aston Villa played Manchester United. 93 minutes in, the Red Devils were awarded a penalty, and Ronaldo left it for his compatriot Bruno Fernandes to take. Emiliano came up to Bruno and said, "No way, you've just taken a penalty from Cristiano." Then he addressed Ronaldo, "Come on Cristiano, you're the taker here." And once again, it worked. Fernandes failed to keep his composure as his shot went over the bar, to the delight of Martinez, who performed a cheeky dance in front of the United fans, who had to watch their team lose. This curious incident took place in an MLS game. The Portland player's penalty was saved by the DC United goalkeeper Bill Hamid, but the referee was quick to react, as he ordered the player to retake the penalty. As we can see on the replay, the keeper rushed out before the shot was taken. One more run-up, and once again the taker's shot is saved, but once the linesman raises his flag. Despite all his frustration, we have to admit that Hamid once again violated the rules, for which he was given a yellow card. The Portland footballer makes yet another run-up and finally scores on the third attempt. We have to give credit to the linesman, who raised his flag both times. After all, many of you might remember the 2018 World Cup Croatia-Denmark game, where both keepers got away with it many times. Borussia Dortmund played Hoffenheim, and Andrej Kramaric had already scored a hat-trick by the 48th minute. 2 minutes later, a penalty was given. Kramaric came up to make it 4, took a shot, and it went in under the keeper's arm. But the thing is that the Croatian turned away from the goal at the last moment, so there was in fact a no-look penalty, Roberto Firmino's signature move. As Andrej said later, it was the Brazilian, who is no stranger to Hoffenheim, who inspired him to perform such a trick. In 2014, the Polish footballer Maciej Adamiak scored an incredible penalty. His whole appearance was showing he was going to shoot with his right foot, but at the end of his run-up, there came a shot from the left. The goalkeeper never saw it coming and jumped in the opposite direction, thus making it an easy one for the taker. Find a man who will look at you the way the Aston Villa keeper Jet Steer looked at Mason Holgate. Just look at his eyes fixed on the taker, and that pressure had an effect. The Englishman's shot was saved by the keeper a moment later. A penalty and a backflip at the same time. This story happened in an ordinary match between two amateur youth teams. The 16-year-old Jonas Jokinen sent the ball into the corner as he did a fancy-looking backflip the next moment. Now to something completely unexpected, the most unusual of all penalties. Once upon a time in Japan, Godzilla tried to score against a dolphin in a t-shirt, but it seems Kaiju wasn't yet fully awake, so he was unable to find the ball. Luckily, the Japanese actor was there to help him, as he came up and smashed it in, leaving the dolphin no chance to save it. An amazing story took place in the Euro 2016 quarterfinal. Cristiano Ronaldo persuaded his teammate to take a penalty kick. The Portugal team were to determine the players to take penalties, and Cristiano noticed João Moutinho, one of the best takers, hiding behind the coaching staff. Ronaldo came up to him and said, "Hey, come, you hit them well. If we lose, then so be it. Be strong, come on, be strong. You hit them well, come on. It's in God's hands now." Cristiano's speech helped João calm down in the end, so he was precise from the spot, and Portugal advanced into the semi-final. In case you've had enough of indirect penalties that were successfully converted, here's a failed one for a change. Real Madrid were awarded a penalty against Villarreal. Sergio Ramos approached the ball with his trademark run-up and then passed it to Benzema, who found the net. But the referee saw a foul as Benzema ran into the Villarreal box too early, so Real Madrid were to retake the penalty. That time it was Karim all by himself. Once again, his shot went in as the Frenchman won the game for Los Blancos, as well as the La Liga title. The Rochdale striker Ian Henderson went for a Panenka shot and hit the bar. The ball bounced back to him, but Ian realized that he wasn't allowed to touch it, so he ducked and gave his teammate a perfect opportunity to smash it in from close range. The hero of this story is the Australian goalkeeper Andrew Redmayne. He was literally dancing while his opponent was getting ready to take a penalty, and then easily saved his shot. Many of you might remember Sergio Ramos sending the ball way over the bar against Bayern back in 2012. But if Sergio sent the ball to the sky, Neymar sent it into space later that year against Colombia. The Brazilian was so upset with his miss that the Colombia keeper David Ospina had to come up to console him. 98 minutes in, Fulham were losing to West Ham. The score was 1-0 and Fulham were awarded a penalty. The young Englishman Ademola Lookman came up to take it. That was going to be his first ever penalty kick for Fulham. A great opportunity to avoid defeat, but Ademola's execution was nothing short of a disaster. He went for a Panenka, but his shot barely troubled the highly experienced Łukasz Fabianski. The Polish keeper went for the corner at first, but Lookman's pathetic attempt gave him plenty of time to react. The final whistle was given and the victory belonged to the Irons. As for Lookman, he was so upset that even the West Ham defender couldn't have but tried to calm him down. Now to the most powerful shot in our list, taken by Djibril Cissé. At that time, the Senegalese was no longer among the football stars. He was playing in Greece, but his skill and experience were still there. Djibril's shot went in with such power that the ball kept swirling in the net for a few moments. An amazing display of both power and precision. However, this one is also worth mentioning. Look how Ronaldo smashed it in against Arsenal. In this particular case, the bar did the goalkeeper's job, but the unfortunate defender could have ruined it all if it were not for the keeper's reflexes. Dear friends, feel free to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button if you enjoyed our video, as that will help its promotion and allow you to get a notification once our new video is out. That's it for today, but there's a bunch of other videos we have on our channel, so don't hesitate to check them out.